Okay. His eyes were as a flame of fire. We already know that from Matthew, right? The book of Matthew gives a breakdown of how Christ looked and what's going on with it. And on his head were many crowns. We just wrote that down. Christ's going to take the rulership from every other. Boy, I can taste it, man. He's going to take it and divide it unto brothers who were diligent in the land wherever they go to possess it. You in the ghetto, you keep the laws, man, you gonna get some rulership. Okay? And he had a name written that no man knew but himself. What is that saying?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
That's his reputation.
You've been in classes, boy. I appreciate it. You need to take the officer test. I'm gonna come to Port St. Lucie and hijack you and bring you down here to take the test. What? You understand? I need you to raise up Port St. Lucie so I don't have to. You hear what I'm saying?
Okay.
Give you the chance to do it.
Yeah. Now, do you know what I mean? Do you want to do it? That's like, you know what I mean? Do you, like Christ is saying right here, he's going to take these crowns. You got to take the crown of Port St. Lucie. Do you want it or not? Do you want everybody in Port St. Lucie to say, that Razan, you know what I mean? That brother run everything. Don't even try to tell him that. Because anybody who know me in the truth or out of the truth, well, not in the truth, but especially out of the truth, they can't tell me nothing, man. Oh, you know everything. Shut up. Yes, I know everything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm over you. You know what I mean? I run this place. Okay? Keep reading.
Oh, God.
Salaki, that's his reputation. Nobody knows that name. Because you know why they don't know it? Because they think Christ came to save everybody. So they don't know his reputation, that he, you know what I mean, that he called the white lady a dog. That he wanted, only blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to run the earth. Nobody knows this because it's not being taught in the earth today. He's got a reputation no man knows. Unless you're in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, and you've been in classes, and you know what time it is, that Christ is going to come and rule the earth. Because the people and average people in the earth, in the society, they think Christ is going to return and do what? Somebody tell me what people think Christ is going to come and do.
Like you.
Come on.
Hand out lollipop and hugs and kisses.
Yeah, he go kiss little white babies.
Yeah.
Okay, and bring everybody together. You know what they say, the lion will dwell. What is it? The lion will dwell with the lamb. They don't even know what that means. It's out of context. Only the men, the true prophets and priests of the Most High God, the nigger God, understand what these scriptures are saying. Okay, keep reading.
Khan, verse 13. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood.
Now, when Christ comes and takes the crowns from all these other nations, okay, and take over, he takes the crowns from all the other nations, right? When he does this, when he comes and judge and make war, like we read in verse 13, verse 11, Christ is going to come, he do judge and make war. And then it gives a description of him. Okay? He had a name that no man, you know what I mean, that no man knew but himself. So, you know what I mean? When he do come and judge and make war, everybody's going to think he's coming to, it's like that movie, God darn it, what's that movie with Will Smith when he fight the aliens?
Independence Day.
Yes. You remember the lady, the big giant spaceship was over the building, and the other lady said, "Don't go."
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, they love us. It's for happiness and joy, and He's gonna bring everybody together, and it's happiness and lollipops and sugar bubbles and ice cream." And the lady said, "Don't go." And that's what Christ's gonna do. He's gonna blow them up and kill, unalive them. Okay, this is
whole, I love that scene. Like, my bad. That was
right. You know what I mean? They're gonna see, and that's exactly how Christ is gonna return. Every eye is gonna see what do they call a UFO, a chariot that we call them chariots. They're gonna see a chariot all over the sky, everywhere, all around the earth. Just like they showed on that show. They showed, you know, it was a mothership here, and then, you know what I mean? Like every eye saw it. Every eye is gonna see Christ, you know, in the sky. And He's not coming to bring everybody joy and peace. He's coming for destruction. So much destruction. He's going to blow up everything. And if He land on earth, it's going to be so much blood. Read verse 13.
Khan, verse 13. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped.
That's what He had on. But if He had to come and stand on earth, read.
And His name is called the Word of
Power. No, you missed it. And He was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. His vesture is going to be like dipped in blood. When He hit the ground out of that chariot, it's going to be so much blood running through the streets of America. His vesture is going to soak it up. It's just going to soak up all the blood right into His vesture. Come on.
I could. And that's heavy that you compare it to movie, right?
Yeah.
Every movie is showing you this.
Yes.
Like every movie is playing out the Bible.
Yes.
In one way.
Not every movie, but a lot of them.
Yeah,
a lot of them. What is it? What is that? Terminator. The second one. Mm-hmm. When the lady grabbed the gate, you know what I mean?
Away.
Yes. That tongue should melt away in their sockets. The eyes should melt away in the tongue. You know what I mean?
Matrix.
The Matrix.
Is another movie with Idris Elba where he was supposed to be Christ.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, no,
I don't even know who Idris Elba is.
So, like it, sir.
But yeah,
y'all ever seen that?
Huh?
Go ahead.
Y'all ever seen that movie from Cosmic Slot called Space Traders? It was back in the 90s. It was about aliens came and they only wanted black people.
Ooh, wait. What's it called? I'm about to go check that out.
Yeah, it's called The Space Traders.
Space Traders.
And it's a movie called Arrival. Where I watched that movie when I first came out.
Arrival. That sounds familiar.
Well, when I first heard about the ISUPK, I watched the ISUPK videos and then I seen that movie. And I was like, and I'm watching, you know, I know the breakdown now, like what Christ looked like, you know, the Most High looked like Him and all that stuff.
Right.
So when I'm watching the movie, I'm like, bro, I see what they did. And it's like, I'm gonna say like 8 out of 10 movies are somehow, some way based off the Bible.
Yeah,
in one way or another.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all like, because what you saying about like that, what you was just bringing out in these scriptures, I've seen in movies. I've seen in hundreds of movies. You know what I'm saying? They always do it. Except for, you know, black movies don't do it because they don't know nothing about the Bible.
Or white movies where, you know, they show the wonderfulness of white people and, you know, how they just can frolic in the earth, you know, and be happy and, you know, everything's wonderful and great. You know what I mean? Make us jealous. You know what I'm saying?
Meanwhile, all our movies are slavery.
Niggas killing each other. You know what I mean? Trying to come up. Trying to come up. Trying to come up.
That's all we got. We don't got no happy, good, go lucky movies where niggas is living a good life.
And guess what? If even when they do show movies like that, it's a lie. Because that's not our life. It's a fantasy. We'll try to, you know what I mean? Somebody might get lucky and hit the lotto or this, that, and try to go and live that life, but they'll end up dying, unaliving somewhere or something. You know what I mean? That's not for us. There's a scripture that says this is not your rest. You know what I'm saying? You can get that one, as always. We continue. Keep reading, whoever's reading.
Honorable Khan, Revelation 19:13 from the top. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God.
Right. These law, statutes, and commandments, okay? These law, statutes, and commandments, you know what I mean, from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? When the Most High said, let there be, that was Christ's spirit. That was the spirit. Christ had that spirit from the beginning, you know what I mean? And, you know, he was tested throughout time. We've been tested throughout time. And here we are, lo and behold, 2023. And, you know what I mean? We're being tested again, and we have to pass the test and come up out of this fantasy that, you know, like Christ said, I suppose ye that I've come to bring peace on earth. And he said, nay. We got to come out of the fantasy that Christ is going to come back and bring peace on earth. Christ come to bring a division, okay? He brought a division when he was on earth. Christ didn't love everybody. He didn't love the Pharisees. He didn't love the Romans, okay? And that's what we have to, you know what I mean, understand that, man. And don't run away from it. If the people you love, we read it already, a house would be divided. 2 against 3, 3 against 2. Don't run away from it, man. Don't back down. Stand strong in these law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High power. Okay?
It's in Micah chapter 2 and 10.
Mike, well,
It's right after Obadiah.
okay, that's so tiny. You go right by that. You're like, God damn. It had you all jammed up.
Whatnot. What have you?
Yeah.
Did you see a highlighter in the table?
No, but I got. Where's my bag? What you look here? Let me see. Obadiah, what'd you say? Michael. Oh, well, what's that? 1 page?
2.
Okay. There it is. Okay. Who was saying something?
Slakia, sir, I had a question on verse 14 and 15 also. Isaiah
Where?
19.
Revelation?
Yes, Revelation.
All right, let me go back. What was that over there?
We stop at 13.
What chapter?
Revelation 19. We stop at verse 13.
19. All right, let me see if I can help. Go ahead.
Okay,
What's your question?
Now I was asking, like, with verse 14. Can I read it, sir?
Please.
And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. Is that the angel that's with Yahushai, or they're gonna be like us involved in that?
So I don't remember exactly, but it sounds like this is the angels. Okay, that's another one. I'm not gonna tell you nothing I'm not 100% on. Verse 14, right? And the armies which were in heaven. Okay, where's heaven? This heaven sounds like he's talking about the 4th dimension. Okay, because we're not in heaven on earth right now, right? There's 2 heavens. There's a heaven in the 3rd dimension where Negroes would be on top and wonderful and great. That's heaven, right? You wake up, 10:30, 11 o'clock every day and just go and do something, you know what I mean? Just decide, oh, what the hell am I doing? What am I doing today? I'm gonna have brunch over here and I'm gonna just, you know, ride my chariot, my spaceship over here, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go holler at ice, you know?
If I could.
I'm gonna go check on these heathens. Might have to, you know, crack some necks or something. That'll ease my tension. You know?
If I may, that's how you know Esau in his heaven, because that's how he unaliving himself every day, just doing whatever the hell comes to mind.
He jumping on boats.
Yeah, I wonder what it's like to jump off a boat.
God damn. A 13-story boat. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump.
Yeah, you think I can survive? I can do it. I can definitely survive this.
I'm Esau. I'm surviving.
I can't die.
Right. You know what I mean? All right. Okay. Where we at? Verse 14. And the armies which were in heaven. So like I said, there's two heavens. One in the third dimension right here. A heaven is rulership. When Christ returns, his angels are not going to be, or the priests and prophets, the men who serve the Most High, we're not in heaven. We're in hell right now. But we're just making the best of it. You know what I'm saying? Because we are rich. We know we are in the bloodline descendants of Christ. Okay? And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses. So this is more, you know what I mean, like a, what do you call it? A parable, right? Okay. White horses, that's a parable. Okay. Clothed in fine linen, white and clean. So I'm going to ask a question, but this sounds like, yeah, these are the angels that are going to be in those, what is it, 100? What is it, 100? What?
10,000 angels.
No.
What did you say?
When Christ returns, how many?
Angels going to be with
Yeah.
10,000.
More than that. 10,000? 140, no, not 144,000, but it's going to be like, there's a scripture that tells you how many, you know what I mean? Okay, but I'll ask the question, but this right now sounds like it's the angels that are with the most, with Christ. Read 15.
Revelation 19, verse 15. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the almighty power.
Yeah, Christ is doing what the Most High wants to be done in the earth, and that is kill and Slakia and unalive all the other nations and judge and cause war with them. Okay, but the and the armies which were in heaven followed him. This is, you know, it definitely sounded like the angels, but I'll ask the question because I can't tell you for sure. I don't remember the breakdown. I don't have any notes written down in front of me, so let me bubbly ask the question. 19 and 14 and 15.
It was like 100,000, right?
Yeah, 100.
200,000.
That's what he said.
200,000. Well, Revelation 9 and 16.
Yeah, but I don't know if this might be 600 Trump and this one. I don't know. I'm not gonna go ahead and figure it out, but I'll definitely ask the question though. And get the, cause y'all, I'll definitely get the, I'll get the answer. But it's definitely, man, this is 100%, 99.9% sounding like, you know, the angels from the fourth dimension, not, you know, the angels of the Most High in the third dimension here, which is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Okay. So I'll get back with you. All right.
Count of a sir.
Most High Christ. Where we at with it? Nobody's holding anything else?
Michael.
Micah. Most High Christ.
Mhm.
Oh Lord, I gotta go try to find that again. All right.
Yeah. Revelation 9 and 12 and 15 is talking about verse 12 says, one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more if hereafter. Talking about World War III.
Right.
And it talks about there are 200,000 horsemen with the angel. And it says, by these vision, when they sat on them, having breastplates of fire and jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouth issued fire. So, I mean, it's clearly the angels.
Yeah, but I remember there was like a number of, was there not a number of the chariots that were going to be in the sky?
I think that's what this is. It says 200,000.
Okay, 100,000?
No, 200,000.
Okay, 200,000.
Yeah.
The hell, what number is that?
200,000, you know?
Sound like a damn child.
Yeah, for real. Sound like Donald Trump.
Right, 100,000.
Yeah.
But no, a lot of them got that.
Yeah.
Enough that every eye will see.
Right.
Every eye will see. Nobody is gonna. Every person on the earth. I've had dreams about that, coming out of the house and be like, "What the hell?" You know what I mean? Because I believe
It's 200 million.
200 million chariots. Woo! 200 million.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, man. Every eye will see. Every eye will see. And just, you know what I mean? Like, it's so crucial what we talk about right now, because in the Christian church, you wouldn't imagine you're thinking every eye will see, and they make up some, fairy tale thing where like you're gonna, see it, you're gonna understand it or something like. No, you will physically see it. Every eye will see. God damn, they're gonna call them spaceships. Mm-hmm. And by the time they see the spaceships, bombs are gonna be dropped.
So like, you just mentioned another movie.
Which one is that?
A movie called Don't Look Up.
Don't Look Up.
It just came out like last year.
For real?
Old doomsday movie about, I guess there was a meteor coming. That's what it was. It was a meteor. But of course, that's just their play of the chariots. Okay. But anyway, the meteor came, it was coming, it was like a countdown, they was trying to prevent it from happening. They did all these things. At the end of the day, they couldn't prevent it from happening. So it hit the earth and everything just blew up.
I want to wonder, like, people don't understand, like, I actually try to picture and imagine the window seat. I want a window seat, you know what I mean? Oh, God damn it. We've been on airplanes. You look down, you're like, man, look at all the lights. Look at, Right. Imagine seeing this is going to be the lake of fire. Imagine being up high enough where you can see the whole United States on fire. That's a goddamn, you know what I mean? That's a sight to be seen.
Yeah. Uninhabitable for
1,000 years. I got so many questions. Yeah, but I'll get with Commander General on that one. Or Captain, over me, they're gonna get with him, you know what I mean? But that's it. All right, go ahead with your precept, Itazar. Salakia, y'all, you good?
Khan, sir.
Most High Christ. Go ahead, Itazar.
All right, so this is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. We need to understand this slavery that we're in. We have to start from the beginning, We are obviously in a slavery. If you come to a continent on a slave ship and you're still here, you're still in that slavery. Okay? Prime example, the so-called, everybody else understands this. That's why when Esau oppressed Esau and the Germans killed the, what do you call them? What would they call before they were called Jewish?
Germans. Ashkenazi.
Okay, when the Germans were killing the Ashkenazis, they understood that if we leave them in this land where the people that are oppressing them and killing them, if we leave them there, they're just going to continue to be oppressed and killed. We got to get them out of that land and give them their own land. That's what they did. So what's the difference between them and us? Why are we still in the same land that we came into oppression in? Why do we not, and we're told we're free though?
If I may, sir.
I start. Go ahead.
I was just saying because they want to keep us under oppression and submission.
Yeah, that is true, but you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, the white man is the devil because he's, you know what I mean? Like he's lying to you and telling you you're free. He tells you you're free. And you're not. You don't have your own land. You don't have your own government. You don't have your own liberty. Liberty is the ability to do what you want to do. You can't say you're God's chosen people in this place. How the hell I got liberty if I can't choose my religion? You say I can be whatever I want to be. Why can't I be a Jew? Why does the earth get turned upside down if I say I'm a Jew? I don't have no liberty then. I'm oppressed. I'm oppressed because I can't be what I want to be. You say, you know what I mean? This is, what is the thing? What is the thing I always say? What's a pledge of allegiance thing?
Land of the free, home is brave.
What is the pledge of allegiance? Pledge of allegiance to the flag, nice name America. I don't know, but they say, you know what I mean? Well, no, they say you know, everybody can, all nations under God, you know what I mean? It's a lie.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lie. I want to be a Jew. What's wrong? Now I don't have a liberty. Now I'm not free.
If I may.
Come on.
So like, I don't want to get too far away from it.
Nah,
Like
man,
you said earlier, it's heavy as hell. Like those Jewish people, they got to separate from them. They brought them to a whole other country. So I was
they liberalized them.
Oh yeah, or liberated.
Liberated.
And
This nigga know English. I don't. I said liberalized.
Whatever. Okay. The hell is English language.
Right. Fuck them.
But I was watching. I've been watching Captain Isupk down on Saturday, and they was bringing it out. They had the Jewish people had something called Jewish honor tribes, right? So at that time, during Hitler's reign or whatever, there were certain Jewish people that felt oppressed, and as a result of that, they would, they kind of rebelled against their own people. You get what I'm saying? Like it's considered like how we do. You know what I'm saying? We fight. We're like, oh man, Mexicans hate us. Mexicans racist. They don't like us. And you know what? That nigga that live on another corner from me, he don't like me either. F all of them. I'm gonna go kill them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna unalive them. Wow. Well, that's how we deal with each other.
Right,
in a nutshell.
Right.
So in Germany, it was like kind of the same way. It was under oppression under Hitler, and so they turned on their own people anyway.
Guess what? The school commanding general how to teaches you, like real quick. He teaches you that the symptoms of slavery and oppression is you killing your own people, you hating your own people. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Slack.
No, that's exactly the point. And so they had this thing called the Jewish honor tribes. And what happened was they said, like, Jewish people said that we're not going to hold these other Jewish people accountable for those actions because they were oppressed.
See, goddamn.
And they had like they basically got away scot-free.
Yeah,
because they was trying to arrest those Jews. Like they was participating in war crimes right along with the Nazis.
Mm-hmm.
So they was like, okay, no, we're not gonna hold them accountable because of oppression. Mm-hmm. It's a psychological thing. It's not just you got to consider what's going through this guy's head.
You know what that sounds like in plain English? Compassion. We don't have that for one another. Negroes don't have compassion for Negroes or Hispanics. Hispanics don't have compassion for Negroes. Native Indians don't have no compassion for Negroes and Hispanics. Sounds like compassion to me.
That's what it is. And if I may.
Now, real quick, Commander General Yohana teaches compassion in here. Mm-hmm. General Muhammad teaches compassion. So that's why if you have a goddamn any issue, just get into classes. You'll see that these generals teach love. They all we teach is to hate our women and the hate. We teach love, man. Long suffering. The Bible says God is long suffering. This school teaches us to be like the Most High, the Spirit in the Most High, long suffering. I got a long suffering my wife. I got a long suffering. I mean, no matter how outrageous or crazy, I got a long suffering. Go ahead, man.
No, so you know what I mean, and also on top of that, it sounds like that shows you the double standard when it comes to justice for people, right? Because on one hand, like the Jewish man, he gets the justice to say, okay, yeah, that was oppression. There's a psychological aspect to it, so we're not gonna hold them accountable. But you, on the other hand, they gonna bring up black on black crime every chance they get. Mm-hmm. When you talk about how oppressed you were in America and how the oppressor is the devil, you know what I'm saying? He's the cause for all of our plights. They just black people kill black people all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's because why? Because the Jewish man, he was given his own land, his own government, his own liberty. We're still under the liberty of the people who enslaved us. So we can't say shit. Can't do nothing. Can't be nothing. But what they want us to be. And that's it, man. That's it. So we read up on the tiny. Let me see. What did I not get into? Yeah. Okay. Did I get Did we do Matthew 10 and 34?
Sir.
Give me Matthew 10 and 34. I'm just trying to, bring a couple more out real quick, and we'll go ahead and. It's Wednesday, man. Ain't nothing special going on, right? Commander General Yohana got something going on. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Give me Matthew 10 and 34, and we'll go ahead and call it. Y'all brothers can try to get some rest. You got a slave tomorrow. Shit. He's sorry letting up on nobody.
Matthew
10 and 34.
Matthew 10, verse 34.
Yeah.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword.
Yeah, this is what Christ came for. He did not come to bring everybody together. He did not come to, celebrate Christmas or Thanksgiving or your birthday, or to make you feel, to accept you being gay or to accept you, interracial marriages. He's not coming for none of that. He's coming with a sword. Just like that sword is gonna give him the ability to have his vesture dipped in blood. Okay? Christ was hardcore, man. Christ was a hardcore brother from the tribe of Judah. A real Negro. Okay? Hardcore Hebrew. Eyes as a flame of fire. Okay? What did it say? He was an austere man. A lot of people don't get that, man. You tell a nigga that Christ was, hardcore and mean and rough. His voice was the sound of many waters. They'll be like, man, not my Jesus. Not my Jesus. You right, because you worship the white Jesus. I worship the Jesus of the King James Bible, who had skin of bronze as if it was burnt in a furnace. That's my Jesus. Okay. Hey, I listen, I appreciate y'all brothers, jumping into class with me. Was that the end of that class? I mean, that verse,
you want 35?
35. Go ahead.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Keep going.
Verse 36, and the man foe shall be they of his own household.
Y'all need to gobble that up and marinate on it and swallow it, you know what I mean? And understand. Not only do you need to separate from the other nations, but if your mama don't want to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, you gotta, divide yourself from her, separate. You're gonna be at variance with her, and don't fall weak. And if it's your wife or your husband, stand strong, because the Lord right here is telling you, Christ is saying he came. That's his spirit, and if you're gonna be Christ-like, that should be your spirit. You got a rib. You got a husband, you got children, and they don't want to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, then they are at variance with you, Christ, and the Most High.
That's right.
Stand strong. Don't fall weak, don't be a simp. Okay?
That's right.
Yeah, you got done right. That's right. Okay? That's what we teach in this school. Hardcore, militancy. Men running their house, telling everybody in the earth what to do. That's all I want to do all night and day. I can't wait to, to get somewhere and just tell somebody what to do. Shut your. Sometimes I gotta check myself. I be like, you're not in the school. Don't tell that cat to shut the hell up. I'm serious. That's how I feel. Because they don't know. They don't know this. They don't understand this. They don't have the spirit of Christ. You got the spirit of Christ. You got the spirit of the Most High. Okay? And that affords you to be, hardcore.
If I may, sir.
Separate and holy. Go ahead.
If I may, like he said, he's not just going to be taking crown. He's going to be taking head off shoulders.
Definitely. How else is his vesture going to be dipped in blood? It's not going to be sheep's blood or goat's blood or dog's blood. It's going to be blood of the nations that he come to judge and make war with. You understand?
Okay, sir.
And that's what the world don't understand, because we are in the matrix, like Tazar. We think everything's sweet and lovely and soft, and it's not, or you wouldn't be getting shot in the streets exponentially.
Right.
You know what I mean? How is everything wonderful and sweet and great if you're getting unalived, you know what I mean? Like nobody's business.
Right.
Wake up, man. Wake up. The truth is right in your face. Who gives a crap, you know what I mean, about your, $150,000 job a year? Or, you know what I mean? $150,000 a year job. Who gives a good god darn? Care about your brothers and sisters.
Okay.
God dang. We dying out here. We need this truth. I need you troopers to take this goddamn officer test. So you can go to camp and we can raise up this nation. Okay?
That's right.
We got to go to Orlando and Tampa and Jacksonville. What else we got at school? What's the brother Nashad? Daytona. Fort Myers. Wherever there's a officer in the Israelite school of UPK, we going there and we backing that brother up and we gonna cry aloud. We need to raise up West Palm Beach too, though. We got Miami, Fort Lauderdale. The whole goddamn earth need to be raised up. All of Florida is the responsibility of everybody down south, up north, in the middle. This your zone under Captain Shawar Yala. Okay? We got to get to work. Get to work. Raise up this nation, man. What's the scripture say? Like the penny, the talent. And they say, well, I kept this, I buried it. You keeping this truth to yourself. You keeping this, knowledge to yourself. Take the goddamn officer test so you can share this knowledge with everybody else and raise up this nation, man. Stop being scared.
Good.
Come on.
I mean, if you want to do it, at least, fit somebody in that will.
Go find somebody, you know what I mean, that, help this thing jump off. All right. Anybody got any questions or comments you want to make before we? Why does it look like we? Oh, okay. Y'all got any questions or comments before we get out of here? I see.
Wow, sir.
Wow, sir.
All right, we got Trooper Razan, Most High in Christ. We'll give it a round, you know what I mean, here. You call,
Y'all.
Salakia, Kayash, y'all, okay? Y'all, Kayash. Go ahead, you need to change that title on your thing. Trooper Gobble War, you still with us, Gobble War? Give him a hand anyway. He was up in here. Officer Mark is always in the building. All the brothers and sisters in the chat, okay? Isupk Florida. That's what's up. Okay. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all brothers go ahead and get a little rest before you got to go deal with Esau tomorrow. So you don't chop his head off. You know what I mean? I was thinking about the scripture. What did it say? Well, it was a song. I'll tell you about it. But yeah. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the class. We're gonna have to start reading the announcements, which is traditional in the school. I'm not gonna do it tonight, but I sent it to a couple of troopers. Y'all need to go over it, read it. If you got any questions, give me a call. So from now on, when we do these classes, I'm gonna pass the class over to you and you'll read the announcements. You understand?
Sir.
Most High in Christ. Okay, with that, we're the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're under commanding General Yohana. We're not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. Okay, since '69, we've been teaching this truth that Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians are God's chosen people. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and salute everybody out. To the brothers, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakathum. To the sisters, Yahweh Shemal Athun Bashem Yahushua. Y'all have a good night. Be safe, and we'll get with y'all Friday. We got the Lashuak with Josh class going down. I'm gonna try to start coming back through and getting it in with Officer Itazab. Then Saturday we got the Sabbath service right here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and reiterate what we learned Friday. We're gonna get it in Saturday. Okay. Then we're gonna be going to camp, okay? that's what that's the spirit that the Lord has put on us, man, to come out here and do what we got to do to raise this nation up. Okay, get the Black Hispanics and Native out of this situation, make it so every eye will see, right? Okay, and man, we be glorified and wonderful. Therefore, after that, you know what I mean? Forever. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait, man, to wake up. I can't wait, to wake up and see Black people in rulership, man. How wonderful that's gonna be. You think the earth is nice now? It's gonna be great when we're in rulership. We already create everything, and we hold back on some of the stuff that we could create because we know Esau gonna gobble it up. Just imagine we just got full reign and just, the ability to go ahead and, create at will. It's going to be great, okay? So again, the water to all you troopers, officers, sisters coming in and joining the class. We'll get with y'all soon, okay? With that, shalom.
Shalom. Yahweh Shem HaShabbat.